Good morning, everyone. Just in case you don't know me, I'm Tracy. I'm the Director of Human Resources, and Human Resources over at the Forrest Preserve District. We also oversee the volunteer program as well as the safety and wellness program. Just to give you a little bit of history, back in December of 2007, the district partnered with PDRMA, which is an acronym for Park District Risk Management Agency. That is a pool of like agencies, so park districts, forest preserve districts, conservation special districts, got together, and it's for our insurance, basically, our liability and our risk management insurance. And so we've been working with them for 12 years now, and they have helped enhance our safety program that we have, as well as our just our policies and our practices and things of that nature. And as the President mentioned, last year in 2018, we went through what's called a loss control review, and that is a year-long program, and they take, again, a look at all of our practices, procedures, what we're doing in the field and on the ground to make sure that we send all of our employees and patrons home safely each and every day. So I'd like to bring Chuck Meisner up. He is our Safety and Wellness Coordinator. He is the one who made sure that we had all of our I's dotted and T's crossed, and worked specifically with our representative, Jess Kinsland, who is also here today, to make sure that we got that 99.24% on our loss control review. Chuck?
Good morning. So I'd like to talk just a little bit about my role in the process. So my role in the process was to review the risk management programs for each department at the district. I coordinated with each director over the course of the year to ensure the policies, procedures, the training programs were in place to reduce our losses. And then if needed, I helped develop solutions with each one of those directors and departments to fill any gaps that we found. And then helped to submit all of the documentation that needed to go to PDRMA so that they could do the full audit throughout the course of the year and then come up with our final score. So that was really kind of the short version of what my role was throughout the year. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Jess Kinsland from PDRMA, and he's going to talk more about the overall process and how it works from their perspective. Thanks.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. Happy spring, it seems like. Hopefully it's here. So, as Chuck mentioned, my name is Jess Kinsland, a risk management consultant with PDRMA, and I had the opportunity to present this information to the executive committee a couple months ago, and they thought it would be a good idea to come to the full commission. So I just have a few slides here to kind of paint the picture of the past year, and then I'd like to present the award to the president as well as Monica. So first thing is, I do want to go over a little bit about PDRMA. PDRMA was formed in 1984 as an intergovernmental risk pool, and it essentially was created because of an insurance crisis that was going on in the public sector. And PDRMA was formed by 25 Illinois park districts, forest preserve districts, conservation districts, and it was really about pooling their resources together to have affordable insurance. It was about fiscal responsibility back in those days, and it still is. And so very early on, they decided that risk management was going to be the key, that, hey, we're in the people business, and those that visit our parks, our preserves, and recreate, they need to be protected, as well as our employees. And so risk management was, really the kind of the cornerstone. And it's a little bit different than you would see in a traditional insurance model, in which we try to prevent it from the front side, so we don't have the bad thing that happened on the back side, and so that way we can control rates and keep stable rates and really have that fiscal responsibility. We are now from 25 in 1984. We have about 160, so we've grown. We're a mature pool, and we're not financially stable as well. Let me just go through here. The first thing is, throughout the year, it really starts as a process that starts in January of 2018 and really ends in November. But really what we're trying to accomplish here is engage the district, all our members, not only the Forest Preserve District, but all of our members, in best risk management practices. And you can see some of these pictures that I display up there. There's a lot of risk and exposure in what the Forest Preserve District does on a daily basis, from prescribed burning to going out and doing some tree removal to your police force, and a variety of different things, from the hundreds of trails that you have and the preserves, and on any given day you have people coming out and using those. And so we really try to adopt those best risk management practices. Various areas are reviewed. It's a very thorough review. We look at the administrative practices, your policies and procedures, trades, public safety, natural resource, recreation, operations, and really take a deep dive. We look at not only the paperwork, but we're actually out doing field observations. I mean, I'm out working with the crews, and we're going out to the sites and really making sure that the things that you have in policies and procedures are really taking place out there in the field. And we know that that's kind of the recipe for success. And the Forrest Reserve District here has had some great success with that kind of score. That's the upper 10%. You're in the 90th percentile of all the PDRMA members. That's something to be very proud of. And it really shows the commitment from the executive level all the way down to your operations level. This shows you a little bit of history. I think it's important to see. You know, when you came on board in 2010 was the first time you went through what's called the mock review. It was at 81%. And, you know, steadily we've seen some increases. In 2014 is when we added a lot of new questions and started to address exposures that we weren't necessarily addressing before. So that could explain the decrease. But as you can see, there's been a steady commitment, a steady increase, and as we see it now, it's at 99.24, which is pretty remarkable. And it's been good to be part of the process here. And I will say, just having worked with 42 other Forest Preserve districts and park districts in the Chicagoland area, there's a real commitment here from the top all the way down to the operational level. And I think really people are committed and passionate about making sure that they go home. Number one, they're in charge of their personal safety. They go home at the end of the day, but also keeping our patrons safe. And so that really is reflective of the score. So at this time, that's kind of the end of the, you know, I'd answer any questions. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer those at this time. Okay, I'd like to present the plaque, the accreditation plaque, to Monica and President Kenyon at this time. So.
Very nice. You're the man.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. Taking on that side. There, I'll switch. I'll get over here. There we go. Okay.
We may have to Photoshop this in. Maybe we have to Photoshop him in there.
I'd like real quick just to thank Jess for all of his work. Like he said, we've been working with PDRMA for several years. It is nice to work with professionals like Jess, who walk us through the whole process and act as a mentor. We talk to PDRMA on a regular basis, almost daily. I'd like to thank Chuck for all of his work as a dedicated safety staff person in our agency. It is really nice that you have somebody that's in the field and looking at things, once again, on a daily basis. And he came to the district with amazing experience working with the railroad in their safety programs. And so I just really appreciate Chuck's passion, as well as his dedication to detail. I mean, this is not something that you start at a broad level, but then you really got to get down into the weeds when it comes to a lot of the things that have to do with safety. And also would like to thank Tracy for her leadership in this. Tracy brought forward to us years ago the need for a safety coordinator, need for a more detailed safety program. And she, again, has been another mentor and leader that's brought the district to where we are now with these amazing scores. So thank you to the whole team for making this happen.
This is just another example of how your staff is working to make this the best forest preserve in the state. Every time you look at them, they're doing something different and improving. Because everybody wants to go home with all their fingers and toes. And safety is very important. We all know that in our own lives. So thank you for all your work. And Chuck, thank you, sir, for the award.
Go right ahead, fill some dead space.
Thank you. Thank you, Executive Director. I appreciate it. She said that I could ask. I just want to say congratulations to you all, and I know that everyone here is very, very proud of the work that you've done and everything. And I just had one question with regards to working with a group like this, with risk management and with insurances as well. Have you found that that's been beneficial to work with a group rather than just having to go on your own and to try to, get insurance on your own?
Absolutely. It's, I think, in a lot of things that we've been doing at the district, it's why recreate the wheel kind of thing. So you look for the expertise, you look for the organizations that have been doing it for a while. These are tried and tested and proven, not only in the agency itself with PDERMA, but also the practices and policies. These are collectively from other public agencies and what they've done well, learning from their mistakes and improving those. So absolutely, being part of this organization has just been an amazing experience for us.
Now we're going to move along with the presentation and introduction of the Kane County Forrest Notify mobile app. And there's Lori to lead us through.
Here I am. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our mobile app we have developed. And my computer's doing weird things here, but hopefully it works up on the screen. So the point of Kane Forrest Notify is to provide better communication with and for the public. So what is Kane Forrest Notify? It's our new web interface and a mobile app. You can get to it through your phone, you can get to it through your computer as long as you have internet. It's built on the See-Click-Fix platform, so if I say See-Click-Fix and Kane Forrest Notify, they're the same for us. See-Click-Fix is what's running in the background. As I said, it opens another line of communication with the public, and it will take the guesswork of how to report an issue by the public. Say they see a tree down on a trail in a forest preserve, they don't know if we're aware of it or not. This application will tell them whether we've been notified or not, or if we're working on it, and we're also able to respond back to them that, okay, thank you for letting us know, we're working on it. It's also part of our master plan goals to strengthen public relations and community outreach, which is what I focus on at the district. So as I said, it allows the public to take a more active role. If they see an issue out in the preserves, they can click on either the cell phone with the app or a computer screen with the web module and help us to fix the issue. Plus, it allows the public to access our website, the Treeline newsletter for nature programs, and our other social media channels. So when would you use something like See-Click-Fix or Kane Forrest Notify? When you have any of these issues that you see on the screen: drainage, encroachments, illegal dumping, shelter issues, things that are going on the trails, wildlife issues, natural resources. These are the categories that we have set up as a drop-down menu, so if you have an issue that pertains to one of these, feel free, and then other, of course, is other. So how does it work? As I said, through cell phone or web module, and this is what the front-facing pages look like for both of those. The app is on the right, and you can see they can automatically call us, access our website, get to nature programs, Facebook, or Instagram. I think we already covered this. See an issue, take a picture, upload a photo, and submit your request. And the point of uploading a photo is that it geotags your location, so we'll be able to tell exactly where the tree is down or exactly where the issue is in the preserves instead of guessing. Some of these places are thousands of acres large, and so it helps to have an exact location. So what happens once an issue is reported? It generates an automatic email based on your location, whether you're in the north part of the county or the south part of the county, and then the type of issue. So most things would go to John Goreth. Other things, if they're wildlife or natural resources related, would go to Ben Habither, and then it gets automatically assigned to other people within the district. So why do we choose See-Click-Fix? It helps us to provide better communication, to simply and easily report issues. It can be managed entirely by cell phone, so if issues come in over the weekend, John or Ben or I can respond to them, or Ken Anderson, immediately. It integrates with Cartograph, which is the new work order system that Operations is working on, and Natural Resources and Planning. All issues are public, so others can see what's been reported and our status at any given time, as well as our responses to people. people. And then only things that are on district property can be reported. So if somebody's in Geneva and they're next to Fabian, but they're not in Fabian, that request isn't going to work. It's not going to allow you to submit a request to us that doesn't apply to our property. And we'll be able to generate reports from it as well. And then lastly, where can you get it? For your mobile phone, download on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then from the internet, you can link to it from the homepage of our website. And that's my presentation if you have questions.
Super excited this year to walk some of the trails. At one of our meetings, we were hosting a 10,000 plus step walk
Sure.
in several locations, and I've not been to all of them. Are there maps of each trail?
There are not maps of each trail on the app, but the app links to our website, which then has maps of each trail.
Okay. And if there was a safety issue, I've fallen and twisted my ankle. On the app, does that get you to a 911?
No, it says on the front of the app, if it's an emergency situation, dial 911. Anyone else?
So this was just rolled out, so you may have already gotten the email, and this is why Lori came today to kind of show everybody, the functionality of this. But she's done a press release on it. It's out in the public. It was tested for a little bit, and so now we're going live. We encourage everybody to download the app. Encourage your friends and family to download the app, and we're hoping that this will make us more efficient. Again, we get a lot of phone calls for things like down trees. We could get a dozen phone calls for the same tree. What's nice about this is once somebody puts in a work order, if you will, then when subsequent users go to do that, it indicates that it's already been put in. Also, once the issue is resolved, there's a post that's put on, and so you can go back and log in and see if your issue has been resolved. So it's a whole 360 communication tool. The information comes to us faster, we deal with it more efficiently, and there's a response back communication. So we're pretty excited about this. And if you have any questions, let us know, call Lori. But the best thing you can do is go in and use it, play with it, and help us learn to use it.
It's another cliffhanger.
Can I just make a comment? May I make a comment? I just want to say personally, thank you. Commissioner Barrero and I will probably be out of work now, so thank you. But I am not being sarcastic. I am very grateful that Bright Minds came up with this avenue because we do receive a lot of concerns in our mutual districts. So thank you, and I think that our constituency will be very happy.
Thank you, Dr. Sola. Now we'll move on to the presentation approval of the minutes of February 11, 2019. Mr. Cosmo is over 12 seconds. Is there discussion or additions to the minutes? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. The minutes are approved. Next, we have a presentation of approval of the bills and commissioner per diem for February 2019. Somebody like to move that? Mr. Janice moves. Mr.
just think it's really important that we acknowledge this. I mean, when you look at this, it's 23.9 acres, almost 24 acres of real estate, probably worth $300,000 that somebody decided to gift to us. And I think even as a board member, you might think twice about doing that if you could. So yeah, a very valuable piece of property being gifted to us by a family that takes a lot of I guess, a lot of heart.
Thank you. I just would like to acknowledge the Forest Preserve for fostering such a friendly attitude amongst our constituency, and this is something that attests to that fact. I don't know if any of you are aware, but I wasn't aware, especially those of you from Aurora. We will be able to lower our the constituency who lives in flood districts will receive a 15% discount on their flood insurance in Aurora, partly because of the fact that we have so much land, that the Forest Preserve has so much land, park districts. So I think this is a wonderful thing, and it not only is it great because we have open space, but it is conducive to good government and helping people where they need it, and sometimes that means financial reasons.
Okay. Anybody else? We're ready to vote.
Allen? Barrero? Yes. Davis?
Yes.
Frost?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
O'Shea?
Yes.
Iqbal?
Yes.
Cayos?
Yes.
Gopi? Leonard?
Yes.
Lewis? Yes. Martin?
Yes.
Molina? Sanchez?
Yes.
Shefflo?
Yes.
Silva? Yes. Starrett? Yes. Sturgis?
Yes.
Thomas? Yes. Weber?
Yes.
Wegman? Yes. Winnicke?
It is approved. 2700, resolution authorizing the acquisition of the Silvestron property in Plato Township. Barbara Winnicke moves. Susan Starrett seconds. Are we ready to discuss this? This is a nice piece of property, 23 acres. It matches up. It makes our Forest Preserve go a little farther. We might, there's another piece on the other side if we're lucky we can get that. We're ready to vote?
Allen? Barrero? Yes. Davis?
Yes.
Frost?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
O'Shea?
Yes.
Iqbal?
Yes.
Cayos?
Yes.
Gopi? Leonard?
Yes.
Lewis? Yes. Martin?
Yes.
Molina? Sanchez?
Yes.
Shefflo?
Yes.
Silva? Yes. Starrett? Yes. Sturgis?
Yes.
Thomas? Yes. Weber?
Yes.
Wegman? Yes. Winnicke?
Stands approved. Next one, 2701, resolution authorizing land acquisition of the Kinnear property in Sugar Grove Township. Mr. Leonard moves. Mrs. Barrero seconds. Is there discussion on this? This is another neat piece of property down there. You can see it on the screen. We're ready to vote.
Allen? Barrero? Yes. Davis?
Yes.
Frost?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
O'Shea?
Yes.
Iqbal?
Yes.
Cayos?
Yes.
Gopi? Leonard?
Yes.
Lewis? Martin? Molina? Sanchez?
Yes.
Shefflo?
Yes.
Silva? Starrett? Sturgis?
Yes.
Thomas? Weber?
Yes.
Wegman? Winnicke?
It's approved. 2702, resolution authorizing land acquisition of the Cowville Road tax sale parcel in Rutland Township. Would somebody move that? Mr. Cope moves, Mr. Sturgis seconds. What's this product? What is it?
We call this the yellow card tax sale property. Throughout the year, the county obtains parcels that are deferred in their tax payments. And so we get these yellow cards that will communicate to us that some properties are available. So we're working with the county right now to be able to take the parcels that we're interested in and kind of put them aside, bring those through commission, and then do a template IGA with the county where these properties will be sold to the district for $1. So we're working on that now. Sometimes their schedule hasn't allowed that. They go, once these yellow cards go out, there's like a 30-day notice, and then they go to tax sale, and our process is a little bit longer than that. So the county's been gracious to work with us on these, so that we're going to use this as our guinea pig, if you will. This will be our first one, and the IGA will be brought forth shortly, but we're going to move forward with this one.
I like the term yellow cards. Are we ready to vote? Ready to vote.
Allen. Guerrero. Yes. Davis.
Yes.
Ross.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Iqbal.
Yes.
Cayos.
Yes.
Kopi. Leonard. Lewis. Martin.
Yes.
Molina. Sanchez.
Yes.
Sheffield.
Yes.
Silva. Starrett. Yes. Surges. Thomas. Yes. Weber.
Yes.
Wegman. Winnicki.
Stands approved. With bids and proposals, 2703, resolution authorizing the third-year option with Lauder Black and Allen LLP. This is for, what is this for? This is for bonds. So that they can move it. Mr. Davis, and there, Mr. Leonard, second. Ready to vote, or you want to talk? Ready to vote.
Allen. Guerrero. Davis.
Yes.
Ross.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
O'Shea.
Yes.
Iqbal.
Yes.
Cayos.
Yes.
Kopi. Leonard. Lewis. Martin. Molina. Sanchez.
Yes.
Sheffield.
Yes.
Silva. Starrett. Surges. Thomas. Weber.
Yes.
Wegman. Winnicki.
Stands approved. Number 2704, resolution authorizing contract with B3 Companies Incorporated for the New York Springs Wetland Mitigation Project. Mr. Frost, Mr. Kayas, is there discussion on this? Maybe next month we'll talk about what the wetland mitigation around
that.
But leadership